Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us today. So today we have two watches on the table and it's just going to be a quick comparison between the two. One is old and one is brand new. So before we dig into them, I'm actually wearing a regular quartz watch today. This is a Timex Expedition Rugged Field. And this thing is, you can see this thing has a lot of marks. A lot of scratches. This thing is around 15, 16 years old, a little bit more than that actually. But I bought this watch when I moved out of my hometown and moved to the big city. And yes, it does sound cliche, right? You move to a big city, you buy yourself a watch to commemorate the event and whatnot. But truth is back then, minimum wage was like less than $8 an hour. So a Timex was pretty much the only thing I could afford. And I gotta say that I really liked this watch. It's been super tough. 3 batteries later, which is, a little bit more, maybe 4 batteries if I recall correctly, but it didn't eat through batteries that much. And I was wearing that thing pretty much every single day until I bought a G-Shock in Alberta later down the road. So anyways, that Timex is definitely dear to my heart. And even though it's a very affordable quartz watch, it's not going anywhere. And if it ever breaks down, I'll just seek another Timex and swap the movement from it, and that's it. So we do have here on the left a Sunto Traverse Alpha Stealth, and in the box is a new Garmin Fenix 7 Pro Sapphire Solar. So a little backtrack here. Last summer I bought the Fenix 7 Sapphire Solar, but not Pro, and I didn't really read the fine print correctly. And I wanted the Pro because I wanted the model with the flashlight integrated in it. And at the time, I was kind of confused in the listing on Amazon for what was on sale and what wasn't on sale. And so I was going back and forth, and I finally pulled the trigger on the Fenix 7 S Sapphire Solar, but not the Pro. So I got in and I'm like, geez, I bought the wrong model. But I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try. Having a smaller wrist, full size outdoors watch activity tracker usually are way too big for my liking. But the Sunto, so I'm gonna put the Sunto on the wrist right away because I don't want this video to be like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna put the Sunto. The Sunto is 50 millimeter in diameter, which on paper sounds like huge, and it is huge. But the thing is that with any other given watch, what really defines how the watch will wear on your wrist is the lug-to-lug distance, as you may all know by now. So it is huge, obviously. It's still smaller than a G-Shock, but trust me, this thing is as tough as a G-Shock. And at least this one has a sapphire crystal. Not those mineral crystal from G-Shock that you end up scratching as soon as you hit a freaking doorknob with it. I'm not putting down G-Shocks, but I'm just saying, sapphire is always more resilient to scratches. So unless you buy a very high-end G-Shock, you'll just get scratches, and then replacing the crystal costs as much as the watch most of the time. So what's in the box? Well, like the box said, it is the Garmin Fenix 7 Pro Sapphire Solar Premium Multisport GPS watch. So there used to be all of the info on the box from Garmin, but I guess not anymore. So little breaking news here, and spoiler alert, I did took the original band off already. And if you guys are familiar with newer spring bars from Garmin, they are a bitch and a half to take off. So luckily for me, I did have those are actually Seiko's fat bars, and they fit perfectly. So I took the OEM spring bar from Garmin, took them off, and I just put the Seiko spring bar, which are way easier to remove and put on, and just to manipulate and change straps. So, oh, I did put it backward. Bloopers. Good thing I don't edit my videos, otherwise you would never seen that. All right, so the Garmin is on paper 47 millimeter, but the lug to lug on the other hand is more like 54. So the Garmin definitely wears bigger than the Sunto. So the main difference between the two, well, the Sunto is a dedicated outdoors watch, adventure watch. It doesn't have a heartbeat sensor, heart rate sensor, oxygen sensor. It has no sensor. This thing is a GPS watch, and you can definitely pair it to a heart rate monitor if you want, a chest strap or whatever. But this is for the people who don't need all of the bells and whistles that the newer models have or give. So this is a watch that's more dedicated to the people who actually know how to navigate with basic GPS coordinate and the like. So it's not thorough as, you don't have map navigation like you would have on the Garmin or the newer Suntos. So is it still relevant today? I mean, if you are someone who don't need all of this, this is definitely as tough, if not tougher, than the Fenix. And, it will last you as long. You might have to go through a battery change at some point, which is, relatively cheap compared to a new watch these days. So, I mean, which one would you keep? Which one would be more suited for you? I know for me, the Garmin is definitely better for me. But between the two, tell me, which one would you keep? Which one do you need in your lifestyle? And I'll try to do a proper video on both. And this Phoenix 7, though, I am definitely keeping because this thing was kind of expensive, and I don't want to try to go on and sell it. And I don't want to have the channel being focused solely on smartwatch or digital watch. I want it to remain focused on regular watches. So tell me in the comments, which one would you keep and which one you want to see a proper review of in the next week. I'll see you later, guys.